Welcome back to Your Travel with Olivia. Thank you so much for joining me here again today. Well, this is it. I keep saying it. We're going to travel. Travel is opening up, and then of course it gets shut down again. But hopefully this is 2022, and hopefully this is it. This is the last time that we are going to see it, the industry being closed down. So who's more excited than us, who are the travelers? The airline crew members themselves. They are really excited going forward. Some of them have lost their jobs. Some of them have had reduced hours. Most of them have had reduced hours because we've had less flights, obviously. So that being said, here are 5 of the reasons why they are so excited. Well, I just mentioned one of them. Of course, they're getting their jobs back. So first and foremost, that is numero uno. The other thing that they're excited about are the new popular destinations. What the airlines industry wants to do is increase travel to those areas that have been most affected by the closures and the lockdowns over the last couple of years. So those are usually like our vacation spots, those sunny destinations that we all like to go to. So they're going to be increasing the flights to those areas and decreasing flights to places that are usually generally for business meetings. And the reason, of course, is that with the introduction of video conferencing now, more businesses are opting to go that route. Of course, that saves them on money on travel expenses and hotel and all of that. So they're looking at video conferencing as the preferred way of doing these international or national meetings. Therefore, we're going to have more flights available to go to the tourist attractions. So the good news for the flight attendants is they are going to need more crew members in order to take on those long hauls. One of the other things that the airline crew members are looking forward to is being able to offer the passengers upgrades. And that could come in the form of maybe upgrading the class. It could be being able to offer them things that they usually had to pay for during the last couple of years, as the airlines looked for ways to recover their lost profits that they have had to encounter. Of course, one of the other aspects of travel has been an increase in the airline ticket. I know this firsthand because my flight down to Los Angeles is usually around $400 or $500 here from Toronto to LAX. The last time I went down there, it was in shoulder season, and it cost me nearly $1,000 for that trip. And that's just another way that the airlines has looked for ways to recoup the dollars that they have lost over the last couple of years. I want to let you in on a little secret here. There is word in the air that they're going to start to reduce those prices. And so we're going to see cheaper flights over the next couple of months, March, April, and May specifically, that we are going to see prices come down a bit. So being able to offer those upgrades again is really exciting to them, because once you have a happy passenger, the flight tends to go a little bit smoother, and then they don't have to deal with those unruly passengers. Remember the last video that I just did before this one here was talking about banning alcohol and the correlation that it had to that unruly behavior. Which leads us into another huge benefit that the airlines crew members will be able to offer their passengers again, and that is alcohol. As I also discussed in the previous video there, we talked about alcohol being banned on some of these flights. So the reintroduction of being able to serve alcohol again, it is coming, and they are so excited about that. So the last thing that the crew members are ecstatic about is happier passengers. Yes, going forward, we should all be much happier because we're going to be more relieved. Wherever we're traveling to, there will be less restrictions. Restaurants will be open, attractions will be open. We won't have that same stigma attached to travel in a negative way. We're going to get used to traveling again, and we're going to get accustomed to having our freedom back, because that's what we're looking for here. And with that means that we have happier passengers, less unruly behavior, and overall just the freedom of the flight attendants to be able to, like it said, offer those incentives, offer ways to help to reduce any of the anxiety level. They will have their hands free and will be able to put that back in place again. I'm looking forward to it. I read this article on the Condé Nast Traveler, and that's why I wanted to bring it to your attention, because obviously it is something that they are following very closely. So the flight attendants have expressed themselves and their frustrations that they've had over the last couple of years. So it's really good to hear that the crew members have been heard by the Federal Aviation Association and things are being done, things are moving forward, and you know, I'm really happy for them. Like really happy for them, because their happiness is our happiness overall. So let's look forward to 2022 and travel. Start making your arrangements for travel as you go forward. Don't forget your travel insurance and make sure that it's going to still cover you for any COVID-related illnesses. I still always have to put that plug in there, because I always want to make sure that you are traveling safe and you have taken care of all of the aspects of traveling. Keep on top of the news, keep on top of the destinations and the government advisories out there. It's so important to make sure that when you travel, you can travel with peace of mind. Always a pleasure to be here. Always a pleasure to chat with you guys. If this is your first time visiting this channel, that's what I do. Talk about travel, anything to do with travel. So consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button down below, as well as don't forget to give this a like, because that's how this channel continues to grow. Thank you so much for all of your support, and see you again in the next video. Bye for now. Have yourself a wonderful week and stay safe.